Hello YouTube, it is Atticus, and it is here, my friends. Welcome to Norsca week. So, yes, this whole week we're going to be doing Norsca games of all different kinds of varieties, going against all kinds of different races, and yeah, we're going to see what Norsca's made of. So, yeah, I figured we would start this one with a really good Vampire Coast game. So, Norsca versus Vampire Coast. So, let's go ahead and jump into the builds, guys, and yeah, I'll see how this goes. So leading the pack, we have the Troll King. So yeah, he's going to be coming real handy against crabs and what are those things called? The guys that shoot. I can't remember what they're called. The things that have the cannons on their arms. Well, anyways, he's going to be really good against them. And yeah, he has an unbreakable talent. He has regeneration, and he has a breath attack, which will go really good against zombies when they're all grouped together. So I figured, yeah, let's try Throg. Let's see how he does in this matchup. For my front line, guys, we have a mixture of Marauders of great weapons. We have the Icehorn Marauders with their perfect stamina. We have some more Marauders over here. And then we have a secondary line of Berserkers. So yeah, these guys are going to be my zombie killing specialists. And hopefully be able to do some damage to any Death Guard. Even though the Death Guard will beat them one-on-one, at least we'll be able to return some of the damage. You can see we do have the Miststalkers right here. I wanted these guys for their hidden talent, for their stalk, just in case my opponent had artillery. They'd be able to... Necrofix Colossus is the name I was looking for earlier. But yeah, these guys should be able to get up here without getting hit by artillery. For my caster, I have a Shaman of Fire. And for my spells, guys, we're just taking Burning Head and, Flaming Sword of Ruin. Here in Deep Vanguard, guys, we have a Skin Wolf Werkin, his anti-large. He has a missile resistance buff he gives too. The Beast of Tashnar for their anti-large. And then we have a pretty big little strike force here on the right. We have another unit of Skin Wolves, and then we have two just Norscan Wolves, guys. So we're going to do a lot of backline pressure, which is usually my MO when I'm playing against different races. You can see we also have some Marauder Horsemen. I was hoping these guys could just skirmish some of these halberds, just deal with them. They'll never be able to catch them, and yeah, we try to wear them down so they can't hit Throg. So you can see that we're going to try to hit from every side right here. We're hitting from the back. We have a little strike force here on the left flank, and then these guys will hopefully be able to get into any missile lines. So that's my build, guys. We will see how it goes against a pretty powerful rush army from the Vampire Coast. Leading the pack, you can see we have Cyloistra Direfan, and yeah, for her spells, she has the Fog, the Crab Summons, and the thing that lowers melee attack, and yeah, not a single piece of artillery, so I really like this build. Really cool. You can see that my opponent has the Black Spot. These guys will have their anti-large, armor-piercing range. We have Lamprey's Revenge. We have a really scary unit right here, the Bloody Reaver Death Guard. So these guys are going to be a really big threat to Throg. I mean, I really need to try to stay away from these guys when possible. We have some Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mobs, hand cannons. These guys are the anti-large variant. They're not the... handguns. These guys just excel at dealing with large. It's a really cool unit. And then we have a back line of Zombie Pirate Polearms, but we have a bunch of Death Guard here, guys. So we have a Death Guard here, just more Polearms. So I guess it's not that many Death Guard, just one, but pretty big, or two units actually. So yeah, pretty scary army, guys. We're going to see how this goes. So let's go ahead and start it. So right off the bat, as Interstellar said to the Black Hole, okay, we're just going to start charging. So... yeah, that's the thing with Norsca. There's not really strategy. There's no artillery. It's just pretty much just charge and try to get some damage. You can see his opponent is going to open up on me, and here comes the crab. Had a hair in my mouth with a devastating charge into the Icehorn Marauders, but Throg's going to come in to return the favor, and you can see he's going to get a hit onto Cyloistra Direfan here pretty quickly. At least I'm hoping. You can see... I'm here all around the back, guys. My Ice Hounds are getting into his Black Spot Marauders, I'm choking on words, into his handguns here, his Black Spot Zombie Pirates, and we're just trying to shut them down. And you can see we're actually beating him for numbers, so we're getting a full surround on him. You can see that these guys right here are just shooting into the halberds, like I mentioned before, and yeah, we're just kind of separating him. We're keeping this little force away from this little force, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of single him out and take him out. You can see that it looks like there's getting ready to be a spell cast by Cyloistra. It's going to lower melee attack, I do believe. We'll see here in a second which one it is. Yeah, the Song of Enchantment, which is lowering my speed and my melee attack, and we have a little bit of a fight, guys. You can see that the Skin Wolves are fighting amongst the Lamprey's Revenge, but we have some Bloody Reavers mixed in. These guys do have the Enrage buff, so it's giving them a little bit of damage reduction. You can see I get a really devastating Burning Head here in the back, guys. Trying to do some damage to those Death Guard, and yeah, I did a little bit of damage, but you can see he's kind of opened up here as well, and he has a lot of Zombie Pirate hand cannons over on that side, so it's a little bit of a mosh pit fight. You can see Cyloistra is kind of surrounded, though. She's fighting Frog, Throg and my Miststalkers, and she's going to take some damage. She does not have the ethereal bonus when she is on top of that crab, and you can see Throg is just an anti-large monster. Over here, my Marauders are going to chew through these zombie pirate deckhands, and yeah, we're going to be winning that fight pretty quickly. And you can see that these backline of Marauder Horsemen are doing really good. We're trying to focus down the black spot. I don't want them focusing Throg and doing anything like that. You can see my opponent does get one of his spells, the one that lowers melee attack too. I forget what it's called. Let's see here. Fog of the Dam. So yeah, you can see she is going to get another crab summon, so it's kind of hard to say how this fight's going in the middle. There's just so many bodies, but you can see Throg is putting an absolutely whooping onto Cyloistra right here. So you can see that she does get her Damn Knight. It's going to slow down here, guys, so I can make sure I'm keeping track of everything, because there's so many different fights going on. Here in the back, you can see I do get these hand cannons separated. I used my Norscan Warhounds and an extra unit of Marauder Great Weapons to try to chase them, and I do have a unit of Warhounds here that are going to get into the back, and we're going to be able to isolate those guys and keep them separate. Now, my opponent does have these Damn Knights, so I have to be kind of careful. These guys will be able to get a really good rear charge, and they do terrify. Over on this side, guys, you can see some Warhounds are just fighting amongst these, the Tide, I guess I should have mentioned. And yeah, it's a little bit of a wet noodle fight right here. These guys aren't really of any relevance, but my Marauder Horsemen are doing really good. We're destroying the black spot, so it's really coming down to these two different separate fights. The one between Cyloistra and Throg, and the one between the Skin Wolf Werekin, who has his anti-large attacks against Lamprey's Revenge, and my Skin Wolves, who are breaking, but I do believe I have two units here. You can see I'm going to get another burning hit here. We should be getting another one. And yeah, we see watch the damage of this one. We're going to destroy that unit of halberds. We're going to pretty much take two of them off the map, and that is some really good value for me. You see Balance of Power is still smack dab in the middle, guys. Cyloistra is just getting really pounded by Throg. He just excels at anti-large. You can see he's just sending her up front. Luckily, my Skin Wolves do regenerate. These guys don't have armor piercing, though, so these Lamprey's Revenge, it's going to take a while to do some damage to him. You can see the only reliable one I have is the Werekin, who kind of bitch slaps that, or excuse me, pimp slaps that crab there. Here in the back, guys, you can see that his Damn Knights were able to break my units, so he's going to open up some of these hand cannons. Luckily, I still do have these Marauder Great Weapons, and we're just kind of keeping him busy. And you can see we did destroy the black spot, so that's freeing me up. Now I'm just trying to focus down some of these zombie pirates that my opponent has escaped with. You can see that my opponent gets another Fog to the Dam, it looked like. Yeah, just slowing me down, the melee attack, but Throg is going to come in there, get around, he's going to juke and jive, and hit Cyloistra. And you can see we're just really trying to focus him. Over here, you can see that these Lamprey's Revenge are fighting amongst my Marauder Berserkers, who are going to absolutely lose in that fight. And you can see I'm trying to go around with the werewolf, the Skin Wolf here, and we're trying to focus Cyloistra. If I can get a break on him, it's going to pretty much put the Balance of Power in my favor, as you can see here. He's trying to escape, but yeah, at this point, guys, I just have such a good lead. And you can see Throg is going to get a breath attack right on Cyloistra. She's down to so much life. She has 698, and I have one more breath attack by Throg here. I'm going to get one more in. She's trying to escape, but watch this MVP breath attack here, guys. This is the best breath attack of the year. So I dodged the halberd right here. She's trying to get some spells off. I'm waiting for the recharge of it, and it should be coming right here. Here comes the breath attack, and boom, she gets melted by the acid. So that is a really cool cinematic finish to Cyloistra Direfan. Throg and his acid nasty breath is able to beat them, and that's going to be a win for Norsca. So how about that, guys? That is a cool game for Norsca week. We'll call this one the Breath Attacks of Doom, maybe. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at the in-screen breakdown, talk about some of the keys for my success. And, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things going on in that game. We got a lot of value out of my Burning Heads. You can see 100 kills. You can see that these Marauder Horsemasters were able to shut down the black spot. We were able to kind of do some backline harass. Same with the Warhounds, guys. Look at that, 99 kills, 23. They were in the backline. We were shutting down his range units. And without these range units, yeah, he had no support against all the anti-large I had. Throg, he pretty much just singled out Cyloistra the whole game. And you saw him, even on that big crab. She just got spanked. The Werekin, yeah, I mean, he was fighting Lamprey's Revenge most of the game. It's like 1,400 to get him. He does have Vanguard. He does have something that gives you more armor. So I'm on the fence about what I think about the Werekin. I still need, we'll experiment with him throughout the week, and we'll see if he's really worth it. The Skin Wolves, we were fighting Lamprey's Revenge. They didn't get many kills, but they did regenerate. But yeah, and then my infantry corps, the Marauder Berserkers and all that, they were lawnmowers through his zombies. And the Icehorn Marauders, they did what they could. So, yeah, overall, this build just worked really good, guys. Throg, really just did his breath attack in the end. I thought was just so cool. So, and as for Warhammer Rookie, this is a real. I respect any build that's not a turtle defensive build. I like when people actually try to be rush, with factions. So it was a powerful build. I think his biggest mistake was just leaving Cyloistra in fighting Throg. If she would have pulled out and maybe fought, amongst the Lamprey's Revenge, I think she might have had. He might have been able to pull this off, especially when he was able to free up some of his gunners and things like that. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this is, like I said, Norsca Week Game 1. We still do have the long-awaited Game 2 between Luca, is that how you say it? It is a Norsca game, so yeah, that will be following in this week too. So, all right, guys, it's Atticus, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.